A plea for help tonight on our news.
Hours after the body of a pregnant woman was found in bushes just behind me, residents in this community say it's time to take them out of the darkness into the light. Stay tuned to our news tonight for more details.
Battle-ready PLP cabinet ministers expressing confidence they will retain the seat in the upcoming by-election. I'm Berthany McDermott. We'll have those details for you in our news tonight.
Coming up tonight on our news, paper or plastic. I find out how MSC Cruises recycles waste on its private island near Bimini.
Then in our news at 7:30.
Coming up on our news tonight, the by-election for the Golden Isles constituency has been set for November 24th. We speak with the Parliamentary Commissioner.
Our news live at 7 starts right now. Welcome to our news live at 7. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kendino Knowles. Munnings Road residents say poor lighting in their community has left them vulnerable to crime, and now they're pleading for help. It comes after the body of a woman 7 months pregnant was found in the area Wednesday morning. They told our Joshua Williams last night that over the years, criminal masterminds have used the secluded area to dump bodies and commit crimes. Now they're growing increasingly fearful for their safety. Josh gets
If you've ever driven down Munnings Road at night, you're familiar with the darkness that surrounds you. It's pitch black with little to no lighting, and it's along this same road where the partially decomposed body of 30-year-old Lawrence Saunders was found yesterday morning. Up to Wednesday morning, the family remained hopeful, searching for 2 days with the assistance of the Defense Force and the community. Last evening, residents in the community gathering at the scene of the crime, saying they fear something like this could happen again if the lighting issue isn't fixed. They also want CCTV set up in their community.
We've been quiet. We've not had to do this ever before, but now it's really coming to a head. And I can tell you that the communities from JFK to Munnings Road is absolutely distraught over what happened.
It's not the only recent incident that has residents on edge. In August, alleged gang leader Duran Monsanili was found dead in a bullet-riddled vehicle on a dark stretch of Munnings Road. But that's not all. Brown, who spoke on behalf of residents, says there are other crime-related issues.
Like home invasions and robberies and armed robberies that occur.
Munnings Road is a familiar stretch of roadway. Back in 2018, Garvini Shakiri was tragically killed after a car slammed into concrete barriers placed on that street under the former Minnis administration. Her death sparking outrage. Many believe the incident could have been avoided if proper lighting was in place. But could the removal of those barriers have led to an increase in crime?
Because it would be a long traverse to come down and turn back up and commit any crime without the risk of being caught on camera or potentially seen by somebody.
Now I want to show you something. If you look just behind me, you can see a street light that's currently off. And the irony of the situation is that this street light is just feet above where the victim's body was found just behind me. And residents tell me they're desperate.
Please assist us. We're citizens here with doing our best, and we want to feel safe in our surroundings.
Reporting for our news, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, thanks so much for that, Josh. National Security Minister Wayne Monroe, he says the suspect accused in the murder of 7-month pregnant Lawrence Saunders will not face double murder charges. The woman's body was found in bushes off Munnings Road Wednesday morning, as we heard from our Joshua Williams there. The discovery sparked outrage and heartbreak across the country. But when asked whether Saunders' pregnancy would be factored into the case, Monroe told reporters outside the viewing of the late Vaughn Miller that will be considered during the sentencing.
Murder is defined as killing a life and being, and that's defined as someone who has an independent circulation from the mother. And over the course of time, we've criminalized behavior, and criminalizing the behavior of causing the death of a fetus or the termination of a fetus is abortion and not murder.
All right, the Progressive Liberal Party hit the streets in Golden Isles last night, campaigning to retain the vacant seat, in the wake of the passing of MP Vaughn Miller. The party moved full force into the community Wednesday with senior party members, including the Prime Minister and several cabinet ministers. Berthany McDermott has the details.
We still have a lot of work to do, so more hands on deck. I don't want to lose a hand. I want the plan to continue. We need all hands on deck. I need the seat again to continue what we've been doing.
As election fever heats up, Prime Minister Philip Davis is making his case for why the Progressive Liberal Party must keep the Golden Isle seat in the upcoming by-election. He spoke to reporters at the Lion State of former MP Vaughn Miller, who said in passing left the constituency without a member of parliament. The party moved its campaign machinery into the area Wednesday night, which included Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper, the Prime Minister, and Energy and Transport Minister JoBeth Colby Davis and their teams. Cooper telling us the party is on the ground.
We've started out work in earnest. It's going fairly well, I would say. And I think after Friday, it will be in full gear.
Last week, the PLP ratified PLP Senator Darren Pickstock as its candidate for the area. The Coalition of Independents ratified Ryan Roll, but it's unclear if the Free National Movement will contest the upcoming by-election. The party ratified Brian Brown earlier this year, but the party has yet to say if they will contest the by-election.
We have a saying on political stages that they read and they scared. So no doubt the fair is setting in. The reality of the situation is unfolding on Mr. Pintard and his team.
And while former Prime Minister Perry Christie says he will continue to support the PLP, at the end of the day, he says it's up to the people.
In terms of their view, it's the dominant view. And that is a view that we try to nurture. We try to get them to see our side is the better side, but we have to wait on their judgment.
Now, over the next few weeks, the Progressive Liberal Party will take all of their might into Golden Isles to ensure the seat remains PLP. Reporting for our news, I'm Berthany McDermott.
All right, thanks so much for that, Berthany. And we also spoke with the former Prime Minister Perry Christie as gaming house operators push for an additional 25-year moratorium on the issuance of gaming licenses. The former Prime Minister saying he's not getting involved in the conversation. The additional 25-year moratorium would lock in the monopoly for the current group of operators. When asked on Thursday, the minister responsible for gaming, Chester Cooper, he declined to comment. Now, the Christie administration legalized web shop gaming after the 2013 referendum. In 2017, then Minister Obi Wilchcombe said it would be another decade before government considers expanding the industry beyond a maximum of 8 operators. This as the Gaming Board has implemented a 10-year moratorium. Here's Christie's response when we put that to him today.
I'm not that political, right? And the governments make those decisions, and I would not wish to preempt the government on any decision they have to make a policy decision on. I was the Prime Minister that brought the law into effect, all of the provisions of the law into effect, all right? And so that is as far as I would go.
And now to Cat Island, as residents in the Stevenson settlement getting a new clinic. This after government signing a contract Thursday for the construction of an $8 million facility. Officials say funding will come from International Development Bank loan facility. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Michael Darville says SJK Engineering and Construction has been hired for the work. Project manager is Donald Demerit.
This is a milestone for us. We've been admonished by the ministry to make things happen by the minister on all occasions. And we're proud to sit here at this milestone success that's not only involving the ministry, our unit, and IDB, but more importantly, SJK Consultants.
And the long-running dispute over who really represents the Valley Boys Junkanoo Group has taken another turn. The Court of Appeal has now given the world-famous Valley Boys the green light to appeal a Supreme Court decision that denied their bid for judicial review. While leave to appeal was granted and the filing deadline extended to October 30th, meaning the legal fight over the Valley Boys' true ownership continues. We are following this, and we invite you to stay tuned to our news for all the latest. And we've got much more to get to tonight. But for now, it's time for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Kindian, and a happy Thursday evening, everybody. A beautiful evening setting up on the outside. Temperatures managed to get up near the 90-degree mark early today, but we're settling into the mid to low 80s. 81 degrees is our current temperature with partly cloudy skies on the outside. Your winds are out of the northeast at 60 miles per hour, so you have a bit of a breeze out there. Feels like temperature is at 87. Temperatures right now around the family of islands. It's 80 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, Marsh Harbor, Abaco, also in Governor's Harbour, Eleuthera, and Nicholstown, Andros. 82 Alistown, Bimini. Here in the capital and in Great Harbor Key, 81s there into the central Bahamas. 81s, Kemps Bay, Black Point, Exuma, pick up Georgetown at 80, 80 in Deadman's Key. 79s, Port Nelson, Rum Key, also in Cuban Townsend, Salvador. And you guys down there, Rum Key, you have some showers and isolated thunderstorms nearby. 80 in Arthurstown, Cricket Island. Then we pick up 79 in Colonel Hill, Cricket Island. 81 in Duncantown, Ragged Island. 80, Delectable Bay, Acklands. 78, Abrahams Bay. Matthewtown in Agua, 79, our good neighbors to the south. Tricks and Caicos Islands, you have a temperature right now of 80 degrees. Satellite radar composite, lot of moisture, tons of moisture associated with Melissa. Just to the south of Hispaniola, pumping across the southeast Bahamas, showers and thunderstorms spreading across that area. We will continue to see that throughout the night and into tomorrow. As Melissa is not moving very much, it's actually meandering just to the south of those two major islands, but we expect that system to continue to pump that moisture across us. But we're asking you to continue to monitor the progress of this system, as some of the models are still taking it slightly towards the west, and another one or two bringing it across Hispaniola. That's a quick check on conditions around the island. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Thanks, Greg. And still to come on our news, sustainability first.
Coming up tonight on our news, paper or plastic, I find out how MSC Cruises recycles waste on its private island near Bimini.
Coming up in sports, I'm pretty good with words. I don't even use a thesaurus, but I ran out of superlatives for what VJ Edgecombe did last night. So I just put on the 76ers hat.
Hey, Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
You gotta catch the Charlie Bahamas show this week. We're coming from Superwash with Hope and Cookie. Today looking for Charlie Banana.
That's Charlie Banana.
Catch
In
the
here
show.
again?
I hear them. Hurry up, catch the show. Cable Bahamas Channel 212. I know Hope's real name. Where did Cookie come from?
Nobody seemed to know.
Do you know?
No.
Catch the Charlie Bahama new season every Friday, 8 p.m. on Cable Bahamas Channel 212.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, so I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any Live Fiber Infinite bundle, Trio, or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and the Live Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
What do you get when you're searching for the whole truth?
Less than 24 hours after the body of 12-year-old was discovered on a track road on Faith Avenue, police say they...
You get the most comprehensive half hour of news.
Breach of the party's constitution.
Behind me is what remains of the Victoria Court apartment complex.
Our News at 7 brings you that truth in all of the day's top stories, sports, and our view of the world. Join me, Kendino Knowles, weeknights for Our News at 7. Stay with the team you already trust.
From 2017, one show has set the standard for current affairs in the Bahamas, and that's On the Record, one of the longest running current affairs shows on RTV. We've been the place where newsmakers come to talk. We've sat down with leaders in government.
Welcome to Our Sports at 7, presented by 10th year seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Mark Nutt. Let's do show. So there was this viral video a few years ago when they were in high school. Cooper Flagg was at the free throw line and he said to VJ Edgecombe, "You not like that." Fast forward to last night, one had a forgettable game and a blowout loss, while the other one had the greatest rookie performance since Wilt Chamberlain in 1959. It was a historic night for Edgecombe, the Philadelphia 76ers, Bahamian basketball, and one of the greatest debuts in NBA history. He exploded for 34 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, and in doing so set multiple milestones all in one night. The only thing that went wrong, 2 missed free throws late, but his 76ers held on for a 117-116 win over the Boston Celtics last night in TD Bank Garden.
Staying in the association, Klay Thompson and Dallas Mavs got off to less than a desirable start at home. Just hold it down until Kyrie gets back. Thompson finished with 10 points and made just 1 3 in the Mavs' 125-92 loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Thompson showed some moments of his veteran poise with a few mid-range jumpers, but by halftime, Dallas was behind and the night got away from them.
Island Tennis Bahamas has focused on junior development since its inception, but plans are in place to expand beyond that to the senior level. The organization has traditionally trained athletes from 4 to 19 years old, but what happens when those players age out of the junior system? Island Tennis hopes to simultaneously serve both purposes, keeping young players active while getting older players an opportunity to stay in the game. That'll do it for our sports. Stay tuned to our news at 7:30 for details on these stories and more.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as United States debt hits $38 trillion amid an ongoing government shutdown. Plus, we'll tell you the dozens arrested in a sweeping illegal sports gambling probe. Find out the big NBA names being investigated. And the jackpot climbs again. Mega Millions reaches $680 million. Find out the next draw when our news returns.
You gotta catch the Charlie Bahamas show this week. We're coming from Superwash with Hope and Cookie. Today looking for Charlie Banana.
That's Charlie Banana.
Catch
Is he
the show.
again?
I hear them. Hurry up, catch the show. Cable Bahamas Channel 212. I know Hope's real name. Where did Cookie come from?
Nobody seems to know.
Do you know?
No.
Catch the Charlie Bahama news season every Friday, 8 p.m. on Cable Bahamas Channel 212.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, so let I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and a live fiber on channel 747 and 748.
What do you get when you're searching for the whole truth?
Less than 24 hours after the body of 12-year-old was discovered on a track road on Faith Avenue, police say they...
You get the most comprehensive half hour of news.
Breach of the party's constitution.
Behind me is what remains of the Victoria Court apartment complex.
Our news at 7 brings you that truth in all of the day's top stories, sports, and art.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. The United States national debt has hit a record $38 trillion. The Treasury Department confirmed the milestone Wednesday, marking the fastest trillion-dollar increase outside of the pandemic. Experts say it's a sign of America's deepening fiscal troubles and a warning of what's to come. The Trump administration insists its policies are slowing spending. A shocking gambling scandal shaking the NBA tonight. Portland Trail Blazers coach and Hall of Famer Chauncey Billups and Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier are among more than 30 people charged in 2 federal investigations. Prosecutors say Rozier fed associates inside info to cash in on rigged bets, while Billups helped fix high-stakes poker games tied to New York crime families. The schemes allegedly generated tens of millions in illegal profits. The NBA and both teams have yet to comment.
The defendants laundered their proceeds, including through cash exchanges, the use of multiple shell companies, and through cryptocurrency transfers. As part of the scheme, some of the defendants and their co-conspirators also committed acts of violence, including the gunpoint robbery of a person in order to obtain a rigged shuffling machine, and extortions that were perpetrated against victims in order to ensure that they repaid their gambling debts.
Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump has granted a full pardon to Changpeng Zhao, the co-founder of Binance, who pleaded guilty in 2023 to violating anti-money laundering laws. The White House says Zhao's prosecution was part of the Biden administration's war on crypto. Zhao served about 4 months in prison and paid more than $4 billion in fines. Critics say the move undermines regulatory oversight. The Dominican Republic on alert tonight as Tropical Storm Melissa moves southwest of the country. The storm, sitting about 485 kilometers from Haiti, and its slow movement is expected to drench the region with heavy rain for at least 5 more days. The Emergency Operations Center has placed 8 provinces and the National District on red alert. Families in vulnerable areas have been evacuated. And the Mega Millions jackpot climbing once again, now standing at a whopping $680 million after no one matched all the numbers in Tuesday night's draw. The next shot at the prize is Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern. The winning numbers were 2, 18, 27, 34, and 59, with a gold mega ball of 18 for the last Mega Million. There have now been 33 straight drawings without a jackpot winner. The last one hit back in June in Virginia for $348 million. All right, a major cruise line doing its part to practice sustainability at its private island just 20 miles off the coast of Bimini. In tonight's Sustainability First, Jasmine Brown takes a look at how MSC Cruises recycles at Ocean Key through a structured on-island program that takes a team effort.
Bahamas First, putting sustainability first for our people and our environment. What's first for you and the planet comes first for us.
It all starts here at these recycling bins, placing guests at the front lines of sustainability. And it's not just guests who are on the front lines.
Throughout the day, we have 2 teams that actually collect the waste, which is the housekeeping team as well as the food and beverage team from the various areas, and it's collected and brought to our cycle center.
It's all a part of their structured waste sorting program that also involves signage, education, and sustainable alternatives, like replacing single-use plastics with aluminum water bottles. Chuck Weish is the operations manager for the private island destination, so he knows all about MSC Cruises' push for sustainability. He gave our news team a tour of Ocean Key's recycling center, where glass is shredded, cans are crushed, and food waste is sorted and processed. Weish says they have several machines that break down the waste.
The first one will be the cardboard, where it's compressed, as well as the glass. It's shredded, making sure that the employees have the proper PPE on. And the aluminum cans is also compressed as well. For the vegetation, we also have a machine that shreds it.
So where does the recycled waste go?
So once everything is compressed and ready by the technical team, our EHS team works with the ship EHS teams, and the products such as the cardboard, plastics, aluminum, and glass is also taken to the ship and transported to our local partners, probably in the U.S. or Canada.
And Weish says the recycling program shows that Ocean Key is more than just white sand and beautiful beaches. It's also a green vision. Reporting for our news and reminding you to put sustainability first, I'm Jasmine Brown.
Still to come on our news, Today in History. Find out interesting facts about the day that was October 23rd. Then in our news at 7:30.
Hours after the body of a pregnant woman was found in bushes just behind me, residents in this community say it's time to take them out of the darkness into the light. Stay tuned to our news tonight for more details.
Plus, the upcoming by-election in Golden Isles in focus tonight. The parliamentary commissioner tells our Sasha Lightbourne we are ready to move forward. The story when our news returns.
I was just telling my friend I wish I could get my Our News updates sent to my phone, like a WhatsApp message or something, you know?
Haven't you heard?
Well, who say that?
It's me, Jerome, your news godfather, and I'm here to update your life.
Well, how do you plan to update my life exactly? Because I don't think I'm understanding. Care to elaborate?
Our News has launched its broadcast channel, so now most important updates come straight to your WhatsApp.
Dad, so you tell me that I have access to real-time updates and news at 7:30?
Yes, you get it first and direct and unfiltered.
Okay.
It's perfect for our viewers who want to stay on top of what's going
Well,
on.
I want to stay in tune. Are you talking about like recent crimes and political updates and heartfelt stories as well as sports coverage?
We're talking exclusive updates, behind the scenes content, major announcement, everything you actually care about.
Nice. I love the sound of that. So this is like VIP access to the news you don't want to miss. So what are you waiting for? Be sure to press the notification bell on the WhatsApp broadcast channel so that you don't miss out on all of the real-time updates.
When I wake up in the morning and I take a walk outside, I see the sunshine, I see a new day, and that feeling puts a smile right on my face. I know just what to do, go to the paint place. So if you wanna clean it right the first time, go to the paint place, stop at the paint place. And if you want it to last a lifetime, go to the paint place, stop at the paint place.
I'm very excited, and I can't believe it. It's it's a dream come true. When she did call me yesterday about it, I didn't know what to believe. Thanks to Mr. Coleman and this whole staff for what they do, and making sure the customers are taken care of, making sure we enjoy the gaming they do give to us. Chances is the great house to play, even down to the staff, is perfect. You're going to marvel.
Somewhere's Plaza, got it going on, yeah. Somewhere's Plaza, one-stop shopping is here. The family, community, for me. Southwest Plaza, come shop with us. Shop, shop, we've got some in store. Shop, our prices are right. Come spend the day, bring the family.
On this day in Bahamian history in 1945, Dr. Bernard Nottage was born in Nassau. A doctor, athlete, and politician, Nottage served as Member of Parliament for Kennedy, Garden Hills, and Bain and Grantstown, and held several cabinet posts including education, consumer affairs, and national security. He died in 2017 and was laid to rest with a state funeral at St. Agnes Anglican Church. And in 2015, 2,000 Baha Mar employees were laid off after the court approved the release of staff amid the resort's financial troubles. If you want to learn more about the events that shaped the day that was October 23rd, head over to ournews.bs. That's going to do it for us in News at 7. Natalia Hall is up next at 7:30, but first it's time for Thursday is a New Friday with entertainment correspondent Danielle Miller. We got Thursday is a New Friday started early, and as we know, she is somewhere on the island getting the weekend started. Denny, I'd ask where you are tonight, but we already know. You promised us some luxury bread. I came and I didn't see the bread.
Hi, Ken. Thanks for calling me out on national TV. But I didn't make it in the office today, y'all. So I wasn't able to bring Ken or Atalia their bread from last night, but it may come tomorrow. May. But for right now, I am at the Jazz Club. I got to barely focus before Ken said what he said because the Essence, you got to do this when you say Essence band, is in Jazz Club right now for their happy hour. And when they came on stage, I thought it was a Dreamgirls movie, how the band just erupted the Jazz Club and Carissa stepped out on stage. And right now they are playing some reggae music. I can't keep still. If you see the people in the background, they can't keep still. It is a vibe here at Baha Mar. But before this, last night, remember I told y'all we was going to a straw craft workshop, hence the talk, and we did. And guess what, y'all? I failed in every sense of the word. I couldn't thread the needle properly. I couldn't do the pom-pom. I couldn't plait the straw. I was born to talk and not to sew. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But if you want to see more of my Baha Mar escapades, tune into our 7:30 p.m. newscast.
Danny, there's no one like you.
Listen.
What of a kind.
Listen, let me tell you. Either way, we are still looking forward to that bread. So,
yes, please bring the bread.
You promise us, or we'll wait. Just pulling your leg.
Will do.
I said, go have fun here. Go have fun.
All right, Daddy, thanks so much. Stay tuned to our news on Thursdays to see more escapades like that one with our Daniel Miller. And don't forget, stay locked into our news every week from now until December for your shot at driving away in a brand new, there it is right there, a brand new 2025 Hyundai Creta is the ultimate giveaway brought to you by our news and live in Auto Mall. And you'll have even more chances to win with fun trivia and giveaways on our digital platforms. We've got some extra prizes courtesy of Auto Mall and Alive. To learn more, head over to ournews.bs to learn how you can win. Good luck. But for now, here are your latest headlines. First tonight on our news live at 7:30.
Hours after the body of a pregnant woman was found in bushes just behind me, residents in this community say it's time to take them out of the darkness into the light. Stay tuned to our news tonight for more details.
Also, with just a month to go before voters in Golden Isles head to the polls, it's still unclear whether the F&M will contest the by-election. Plus, Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville confirming only one Dorian victim's body remains in storage on Grand Bahama. And later, Prime Minister Philip Davis says he's staying out of the ongoing John Canoe standoff. The story when our news live at 7:30 returns.
When I wake up in the morning and I take a walk outside, I see the sunshine, I see a new day, and that feeling puts a smile right on my face. I know just what to do, go to the paint place. So if you wanna paint it right the first time, go to the paint place, stop at the paint place. And if you want it to last a lifetime, go to the paint place, stop at the paint place.
Family, how you look so down? Set up all cold and flu, could flip that frown. All the coughing and that running nose cannot last. You must come back to work and class. Set them all can deal with that fast, yeah. Try set them all cold and flu, daytime and nighttime too. Try Setamol, cold and flu, and get back to the better you. Available at pharmacies nationwide.
Distributed by Lowe's Wholesale Drug Agencies Limited.
Welcome to our news. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall. Munnings Road residents say poor lighting in their community has left them vulnerable to crime, and now they're pleading for help. It comes after the body of a woman 7 months pregnant was found in the area on Wednesday morning. They told our Joshua Williams Wednesday night over the years criminal masterminds have used the secluded area to dump bodies and commit crimes. Now they're growing increasingly fearful for their safety.
If you've ever driven down Munnings Road at night, you're familiar with the darkness that surrounds you. It's pitch black with little to no lighting, and it's along this same road where the partially decomposed body of 30-year-old Lawrence Saunders was found yesterday morning. Up to Wednesday morning, the family remained hopeful, searching for 2 days with the assistance of the Defense Force and the community. Last evening, residents in the community gathering at the scene of the crime, saying they fear something like this could happen again if the lighting issue isn't fixed. They also want CCTV set up in their community.
We've been quiet. We've not had to do this ever before, but now it's really coming to a head. And I can tell you that the communities from JFK to Munnings Road is absolutely distraught over what happened.
It's not the only recent incident that has residents on edge. In August, alleged gang leader Duran Monsanili was found dead in a bullet-riddled vehicle on a dark stretch of Munnings Road. But that's not all. Brown, who spoke on behalf of residents, says there are other crime-related issues.
Like home invasions and robberies and armed robberies that occur
Munnings Road is a familiar stretch of roadway. Back in 2018, Garvini Shakiri was tragically killed after a car slammed into concrete barriers placed on that street under the former Minnis administration. Her death sparking outrage. Many believe the incident could have been avoided if proper lighting was in place. But could the removal of those barriers have led to an increase in crime?
Because it would be a long traverse to come down and turn back up and commit any crime without the risk of being caught on camera or potentially seen by somebody.
Now I want to show you something. If you look just behind me, you can see a street light that's currently off. And the irony of the situation is that this street light is just feet above where the victim's body was found, just behind me. And residents tell me they're desperate.
Please assist us. We're citizens here with doing our best, and we want to feel safe in our surroundings.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, thanks so much for that, Josh. With 1 month left until the residents of the Golden Isles head to the polls to vote for a new member of parliament, it remains unclear if the Free National Movement will contest the seat. National Security Minister Wayne Munro announced the November 24th date for the by-election on Wednesday in the House of Assembly. The FNM ratified Brian Brown for the Golden Isles seat back in June, but when asked if Brown will be on the ballot, party leader Michael Pintard remained tight-lipped on the issue.
In due course, we are going to make an announcement, but thank you very much for asking. Brian Brown is on the ground, has been working for 9 years. He's a remarkable community worker. Persons have fallen in love with him. He and his team are revving to go, and while we know that the government has a difficulty going to a general election now to ask for a new mandate, though we believe they need one. We are going to make an announcement in short order, but our people are in Golden Isles and they are on the ground.
Well, Parliamentary Registration Department officials are now busy preparing for the November 24th Golden Isles by-election. Our Sasha Lightbourne caught up with the Parliamentary Commissioner Wednesday to find out what happens next.
The next step would be the nomination date, which will be on the 31st of this month, of October. And after that, then the process will continue to move forward.
That's Parliamentary Commissioner Harrison Thompson sharing what's next for his team following the official announcement by National Security Minister Wayne Munro that the by-election is set for November 24th. For everything to be official, the notices will be placed in the newspapers tomorrow. This comes after the death of the late Golden Isles Member of Parliament, Vaughan Miller, last month. The Progressive Liberal Party, the Free National Movement, and the Coalition of Independents all have candidates ratified for the area: Senator Darren Pickstock, Brian Brown, and Brian Rolle, respectively. If they all decide to contest the seat, here's what they need to have on nomination day.
They need to have a declaration of their assets, and they need to have the nomination papers with at least 5 registered voters in that constituency, and they fill out the nomination form.
I also asked the Parliamentary Commissioner whether having the by-election impedes preparation for a general election that's expected sometime next year.
We're ready. We're ready to move forward. We have all of our materials ready. It wouldn't impede the progress. We are planning towards a general election that is due sometime next year. And if the by-election is just a process, so it wouldn't be nothing to cause us to have any sleepless nights.
As for accessibility at the polling stations, particularly for those with special needs, the Parliamentary Commissioner said,
as much as possible, we believe they are. We used them in the past, and my team is going up even this afternoon to check to see, if it's ready for that process.
Now, the Parliamentary Commissioner shared that there are 17 polling stations within the Golden Isles constituency. Those will be located at the Adelaide Primary School as well as Anatole Rogers High School. Reporting for Our News, I'm Sasha Lightbourne.
All right, thanks so much for that, Sasha. Well, power was reportedly cut off at the Grand Lacaille Resort today. Our news team understands the Grand Bahama Power Company disconnected supply amid unresolved arrears. The resort's new owners, Concord Wilshire Capital, reportedly refused to assume the government's outstanding debt, prompting the temporary disconnection. The 56-acre property was sold by government in May 2025 for $120 million. In a statement, Director of Communications Latrey Ramming confirmed confirmed power has since been restored. He explained that the interruption occurred during the turnover process between government and the new owners, calling it a brief billing issue that has now been resolved. Raming added there is currently no occupancy at the property as operations remain in transition while redevelopment efforts continue. Well, still on Grand Bahama, Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Michael Darville denying claims that there are several bodies of Dorian victims still being stored in trailers on the island. Darville admitted the body of one victim is still in a trailer 6 years after the monster storm. In 2019, Hurricane Dorian devastated Abaco and Grand Bahama, killing dozens of people. The Free National Movement was the governing party at the time, and Pintard was a part of the Minnis-led cabinet that was heavily criticized for its handling of the situation. But in Parliament yesterday, the now FNM leader told MPs he's gotten reports there were still unidentified bodies of some victims still in trailers. Dr. Darville fired back, responding to Pintard this morning.
His information is completely incorrect. I spoke to the media yesterday, but this morning I saw it in the newspaper. That information is incorrect. I'd like to set the record straight. In Grand Bahama, there is one body that is in a trailer in Grand Bahama. The circumstances of why that body has not been buried has a lot to do with some factors that I don't want to get into. But other than that particular body, there is no other bodies as a direct result of Hurricane Dorian. The information he uttered in the House of Assembly is completely incorrect.
Well, all eyes on Tropical Storm Melissa that is expected to impact Jamaica, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic in a matter of hours. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with our first look at weather. Greg, what can you tell us?
Yeah, thanks, Italian. Welcome back, everybody, for our second look at weather. Partly cloudy conditions on the outside, temperatures at 81 degrees. Northeast winds at 16 miles per hour, feels like temperature is at 87. Satellite radar composite, a lot of moisture streaming out of Melissa, which is still a tropical storm, slightly weaker, winds down to about 45 miles per hour, but it is continuing to pump that moisture across the area. Showers and thunderstorms affecting the Nagua as well as the Tricks and Caicos Islands and Maguana. A lot of clouds will continue across that area as Melissa is just moving very slowly at snail's pace, drifting towards the northwest. We expect that system to stay down there for at least another couple of days, but we're asking you to continue to monitor the progress of the system, as the system has the potential to come across the Bahamas, possibly as a hurricane next week. That's a quick check on conditions around the islands. Stick with us. We'll tell you more about Melissa when we come back, as well as your extended forecast.
Still to come on our news, a somber morning in the House of Assembly as family, friends, and colleagues gather to pay their respects to the late Environment Minister Von Miller. The story when our news returns.
Fill up box for all $30.
The new KFC Fill-Up Box, serving 6 juicy pieces of chicken, 4 buttery biscuits, crispy fries to share, and 12 premium original recipe KFC nuggets, all packed into one crave-worthy box. So dig in and do whatever the crunch you want with the KFC Fill-Up Box. Only at KFC, it's finger.
Tired of weak, over-the-counter bug sprays? Step up your pest control game with professional-grade products from the Struckham Shop. From powerful insecticides to trusted gel baits and termiticides, we supply the same products used by Struckham Commercial Pest Services, now available for DIY homeowners and small pest control pros. Whether you're protecting your home or building your business, get the edge with the Struckham Shop.
Welcome to Paradise Games, where exceptional service meets the ultimate gaming experience. Our dedicated team is here to make every visit a win.
Now this is paradise.
This is more than just a place to play.
Now this is paradise.
Amid an ongoing standoff between government and the Junkanoo Corporation of New Providence, Prime Minister Philip Davis says he's not involved in it at all. It comes after the Prime Minister met with JCNP Chairman Dion Miller last Friday. Things reached a boiling point when government took control of the parade management in the upcoming parade, saying it's what the Junkanoo groups voted for. Davis says he told the Youth, Sports and Culture Minister Mario Boleg to handle the matter.
I'm not involved in that at all because they accuse me of the matter of being political, and so don't bring me into it. I've directed the Minister of Youth and Sports and the JNCP. They are dealing with it, and I'm leaving it to them.
Heading into the Junkanoo season, spectators could see 4 parades this year, 2 managed by the National Junkanoo Committee and another pair managed by the JCNP. Former Prime Minister Perry Christie says he's hoping Junkanoo hits Bay Street in its usual form with full participation from the groups eligible to rush, adding he hopes the Culture Minister is able to ensure Junkanoo reigns supreme on Boxing Day and New Year's Day.
It is always a regret, when Junkanoo and culture are subjected to division, because it's the one area in the country which should unite people, right? One where we have a common sharing, and that is culture, our culture.
Well, tributes continuing to pour in for the late Vaughn Miller as his body lied and stayed in the House of Assembly this morning. Miller, who served as the Member of Parliament for Golden Isles as well as the Minister of Environment and Natural Resources, died last month. A state funeral is scheduled for tomorrow morning at Bahamas Faith Ministries on Carmichael Road. Among those paying respects to his family today was Prime Minister Philip Davis and former Prime Minister Perry Christie. Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper, National Security Minister Wayne Munro, and Free National Movement leader Michael Pintard also paid their respects.
It's now time for tonight's Financial Market Minute, brought to you by RF, your local investment bank. This has been your Financial Market Minute. To explore the best performing mutual funds in the Bahamas, visit our website at www.rfgroup.com.
Coming up in sports, a history-making night for VJ, number 3 in the draft, number 1 in your hearts. Also more from around the association and more from Island Tennis Bahamas.
The future of energy in the Bahamas is changing, and renewable energy is leading the way. At Inti Corporation, we're proud to be a part of that change as a Bahamian-led engineering, procurement, and construction company focused on building smarter, more sustainable solutions. Whether it's through our work with the government of the Bahamas and private sector partners, or our push to bring solar and other renewable systems to more communities, we're helping to push the envelope on national energy goals.
Inti supports and shows me that we all have a part to play, no matter how small. Something as simple as turning off unused lights can help reduce our impact on the environment. At Inti, they remind us that every action counts. And with young people and the government both stepping up, it feels possible.
And it's not just talk. They're opening doors for Bahamians to train and work in renewable energy, no matter your background, proving that the key to sustainability is the sharing of knowledge. We are the future, and we take flight with Inti.
You gotta catch the Charlie Bahamas show this week. We're coming from Superwash with Hope and Cookie. Today looking for Charlie Banana.
That's Charlie Banana.
Catch the show. I hear them. Hurry up, catch the show. Cable Bahamas Channel 212.
I know
Hope's real name. Where did Cookie come from?
Nobody seemed to know.
Do you know?
No.
Catch the Charlie Bahama new season every Friday, 8 p.m. on Cable Bahamas Channel 212.
Imagine investing in your community and watching it thrive. With RF Bank and Trust Mutual Funds, your investment supports local businesses, creating jobs, fostering innovation, and building a stronger community. Invest smart, invest local, see your money make a difference. Join us at www.rfgroup.com/investlocal.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th year seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Mark Nutt. Let's do show. So there was this viral video a few years ago when they were in high school. Cooper Flagg was at the free throw line and he said to VJ Edgecombe, "You not like that." Fast forward to last night, one had a forgettable game and a blowout loss, while the other one had the greatest rookie performance since Wilt Chamberlain in 1959. It was a historic night for Edgecombe, the Philadelphia 76ers, Bahamian basketball, and one of the greatest debuts in NBA history. He exploded for 34 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, and in doing so set multiple milestones all in one night. The only thing that went wrong, 2 missed free throws late, but his 76ers held on for a 117-116 win over the Boston Celtics last night in TD Bank Garden. Let's get to the numbers. Edgecombe scored 14 points in the first quarter, the most ever by a rookie in his first quarter of NBA action, even more than LeBron James.
Hopefully, guys will have a long career ahead of me. That's what matters most, man. Longevity, knowing LeBron has been there for 20 plus years. I'm hoping I can do that one day, but I'm just coming putting in work. But it feels great to have my name mentioned in the LeBron name.
His 34-point performance is the 3rd highest scoring debut in NBA history, trailing only Wilt Chamberlain and Frank Selby. Yeah, that Frank Selby. For franchise record purposes, Edgecombe surpassed Allen Iverson's 30 points for the most ever by a 76er rookie. By now you've seen the highlights, everything was there from the opening tip. The explosive quick first step, the midi jumpers, the biggest criticism he had, 3-point shooting, and he made 5. With under 8 minutes to play, Edgecombe stripped the ball on a fast break, then capped the transition with a dunk that electrified the opposing arena. And that's how you know this rookie was different, because we know Boston. Nobody expects this to be a one-night performance. For the 76ers, for Bahamian basketball fans, it's a testament that the number 3 pick, who should have been top 2, is ready to go right now.
Staying in the association, Klay Thompson and Dallas Mavs got off to less than a desirable start at home. Just hold it down until Kyrie gets back. Thompson finished with 10 points and made just 1 3 in the Mavs' 125-92 loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Thompson showed some moments of his veteran poise with a few mid-range jumpers, but by halftime, Dallas was behind and the night got away from them. There was a gigantic French person playing for the Spurs who was determined that the night was going to be about him, and the Mavs just had to take a back seat. The Mavs are back at it Sunday night against the Denver Nuggets.
Island Tennis Bahamas has focused on junior development since its inception, but plans are in place to expand beyond that to the senior level. The organization has traditionally trained athletes from 4 to 19 years old, but what happens when those players age out of the junior system? Island Tennis hopes to simultaneously serve both purposes, keeping young players active while getting older players an opportunity to stay in the game.
You could have adult tournaments as well, so when the kids come out of juniors, they still could have they could still maintain their UTR ranking, but adult tournaments, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe me and PJ will play in these tournaments, give the kids a run for their money. But definitely, yeah, you can continue your career in the tennis by going to the adult field and yeah, just keep building up your UTR.
That'll do it for Our Sports. This is 10YS. This is the kind of day we needed more time because the people need 10 minutes of VJ Edgecombe coverage.
Checking my notes. My bad, VJ Edgecombe MVP, not Rookie of the Year.
Not too late to change your mind. Back to the studio.
Still ahead on our news tonight, Baha Mars Views Art Fair opening in grand style, celebrating creativity, culture, and connection at the resort. Our Daniel Miller is live when our news continues. Stay with us.
Welcome to Paradise Games, where exceptional service meets the ultimate gaming experience. Our dedicated team is here to make every visit a win.
Now this is paradise.
This is more than just a place to play.
Now this is paradise.
It's where excitement meets world-class service.
Now this is paradise.
Now this is paradise.
Come, experience it for yourself. Now this is paradise.
At RBC, we're proud to support Alive's Ultimate Business Makeover campaign for a second year. We know that micro, small, and medium businesses are vital to our economy. They drive innovation, and more importantly, they create jobs. By investing in their growth, we're fostering economic success. And together, we can pave the road to a thriving business community.
And I was just telling my friend I wish I could get my Our News updates sent to my phone, like a WhatsApp message or something, you know?
Haven't you heard?
Well, who say that?
It's me, Jerome, your news godfather, and I'm here to update your life.
Well, how do you plan to update my life exactly? Because I don't think I'm understanding. Care to elaborate?
Our News has launched its broadcast channel, so now most important updates come straight to your WhatsApp.
Dad, so you tell me that I have access to real-time updates and news at 7:30?
Yes, you get it first and direct and unfiltered.
Okay.
It's perfect for our viewers who want to stay on top of what's going
Well,
on.
I want to stay in tune. Are you talking about like recent crimes and political updates and heartfelt stories as well as sports coverage?
We're talking exclusive updates, behind-the-scenes content,
This is our news. Welcome back. Melissa being the top story right now. We're continuing to monitor the progress of the system. Still a tropical storm out there in the Caribbean. It's weakened slightly. Winds are down to about 45 miles per hour, but we do expect the system to continue intensifying as the system continues to meander across the Central Caribbean. 5 p.m. position places Melissa at 15.5 degrees north, 75.3 degrees west. Winds up to 45 miles per hour, as I mentioned, and its movement is towards the north-northwest. Notice that speed, 2 miles per hour. It has a lot of time to be sitting out there in the open Caribbean. And it's actually sitting in a pool of very warm waters. The system also has some shearing that's continuing to shear most of the activity towards the west. So all of the convection is on the east side, and it's pumping a lot of that moisture across the southeast Bahamas, Inagua, Turks and Caicos Islands, seeing quite a bit of showers and thunderstorms today. We will continue to watch the system as it continues to meander, but by Monday, we expect the system to take a sharp turn towards the west. National Hurricane Center actually has this intensifying to a major storm by the end of the weekend into early next week. Taking a look at the possible tracks, less likely taking that very wide westward jog and moving across West Cuba, but we don't expect that one to happen. The most likely track will take it across Jamaica and eastern Cuba and bringing it through the southeast and the central Bahamas. Effects from the system will be a lot of downpours across the southeast Bahamas tonight through tomorrow, and that will be spreading into the central Bahamas as the system gets closer to Jamaica, and it's likely to happen by the end of the week and into early next week. Boating forecast for all areas tonight through tomorrow. We are asking you boaters to stay alert. Advisories in place, high risk of rip currents out there, northeast winds to east winds at 15 to 25 knots. They will be bumping up to 20 to 25 knots across the southeast and central Bahamas by tomorrow evening. Very rough seas beginning at 5 to 8 feet. They will be higher in some northeast to easterly swells. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, off and on showers continuing through the remainder of the week. As Melissa gets closer to us, we do introduce some showers by Monday, Tuesday time frame, but all hinges on what Melissa is going to be doing. So once again, we're asking you to continue to monitor the progress of the system and make sure you're ready to have your hurricane plans in effect. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night, everybody.
All right, thanks so much, Greg. Well, the Bahamas Culinary and Arts Festival is in full swing at the Bahama Resort. On Thursday, the event's much-anticipated art fair Fuse officially opened with a VIP preview. Our Daniel Miller is live at the resort tonight. Danny, what can you tell us?
I can tell you tonight what is happening is the welcome reception for the chefs. And I have one of the chefs here, the famous Chef Marcus. You've been here from inception. Now you have to tell me, what does it feel like returning for the Bahamas Culinary Arts and Festival?
You know, this is such a special festival because it's culinary and arts. And, you know, with Mr. John Cox curating the art, we have 18 Caribbean nations showing the arts here in this part of the whole building. It's absolutely amazing. You have Lenny Kravitz tomorrow, you have some of the best chefs in the world, and you have some of the best artists in the world all coming together. So there's many food festivals in the world, but it's nothing like Bahamas Culinary and Arts Festival with these three crafts coming together.
Now I have to ask you, will you let me in your kitchen this weekend?
I don't know about that. I don't, maybe, is this fire safe? Is this safe?
All right, we're going to take a look at my package from last night at the VIP reception event for the artists. Take a look. The Fuse Art Fair is a world of creativity. This is the place where the imagination of so many artists come alive. From fashion tributes from two sisters, Kendra Furup and Kathy Pinder.
Well, the inspiration is actually our parents. My mom, her name is Olive, and my father's name is Earl. They're both deceased. They were great parents, and this is a tribute to them.
To this amazing sculpture that captures your attention from anywhere in the room by Antonius Roberts.
I have two installations here tonight, two works. One is called Back to Back, Belly to Belly, a Jumbi Jamboree, which is a song that was made very popular by Harry Belafonte.
Under the theme, All Are We, artists from across the region welcomed guests to the Fuse Caribbean Art Fair VIP event, a night filled with vibrant colors, creative energy, and cultural pride. Guests strolled through the exhibits, sipping cocktails and sampling appetizers, while the sounds of live jazz filled the air. From fashion to fine art, the evening brought together creatives of every kind. Scotiabank Bahamas Managing Director Roger Archer said, the partnership with Bahama reflects the bank's commitment to celebrating Bahamian culture.
The Fuse Art Fair and the culinary arts really represent what the Bahamas is all about. It brings together the life that the Bahamas is, the creativity, the culture, food, and then the strength of the people, the resilience of our people.
Bahama's Art and Culture Director, John Cox, opened the event, reflecting on the words of his mentor, Jackson Burnside.
He would say by the year 2020, more people would come to the Bahamas because of art and culture than only the sun, sand, and sea.
Now, Chef is not going to let me in his kitchen this weekend.
You were a chef back in the day, so I trust you. But you know, tonight it's all about celebrating the art.
Yes, so we are going to go inside and have a time at this party. Back to you, Italia.
All right, thanks so much, Danny. Our Danielle Miller reporting live from the Baha Mar Resort. Well, as we just heard from Danielle, it's a weekend full of food, flavor, and fun at Baha Mar. The On the Record team got a taste of the action early, stepping into the kitchen with Chef Tevin Kemp. Kemp telling host Jerome Sawyer he's excited to showcase his culinary skills alongside some of the biggest names in the industry.
Every year when they arrive, like, I look forward to the moment just when they walk through the door. Like, their personality is exactly what you see on TV. It's exactly what you get hands-on. The knowledge that they bring and also all of that atmosphere and ambience always exudes what it is, not only to be creative, but also to represent some culture.
Well, to see more of that action, be sure to stay tuned for On the Record. That starts in less than 1 minute. With that, we thank you so much for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.